Hello and welcome to another episode of MUGA. I'm joined this week by two familiar MUGA panelists, my co-conspirator Disu. What are you saying, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. What are you saying, man?
It's another Monday, bro. Another loss, but we'll get into it. Reemz, what are you saying, brother?
Good, bro. Team sucks, but is what it is.
Life goes on, my guy. Before we start, I've got to do the usual plug the socials. TLF_MUGA on Twitter. If you're not following, TLF_MUGA on YouTube. Subscribers continue to go up. TLF_MUGA on the Patreon. Exclusive content weekly. I think we've been doing it for like 4 or 5 weeks, which is probably the longest time we've ever continued to produce additional Patreon content. We've got a good thing going. So subscribe to the Patreon. I can see a bunch of people just following. I'm not removing the paywall. So if you want to see the content, subscribe. Get a cheeky Kino or Uncle Evra, yeah? Anyway, guys, let's get into it. Manchester United at home versus Crystal Palace. Ebere Eze not feeling good. I think was it for Decore? Who's out for them? Somebody else was out with an injury.
Eze played. He came on, innit?
Decore needs knee surgery.
That's it. What were you guys thinking? I'll start with you, Reemz, because I got your thoughts before the game on the Patreon, Disu. What were you thinking going into the game, Reemz?
I was thinking we weren't really the favourites going into this game. Crystal Palace has been in better form than we have. Them missing Eze was good for us. Then I seen he was on the bench, and I was like, okay. And then I seen the lineup we put out. And I seen that we didn't have no strikers in the lineup, and we was running again with 5 defenders. And I was like, so we've gone with even less attackers now.
Yeah, let me quickly run through that lineup in case anyone missed the game. Onana in goal, back three of Lissandro Martinez, Harry Maguire, Lenny Yoro, midfield 4 of Mazraoui, Bruno Fernandes, Manuel Ugarte, and Diogo Dallo, and then the front 3 of Amad Diallo, Alejandro Garnacho, and Kobe Mainu in the false 9. In case any of you needed just some context to what Reemz was describing. Sorry, Reemz, I interjected. Continue, sir.
So when I saw that lineup, I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be one of them games. I was like, if we score a goal in this game, it will be a miracle. So I wasn't too confident going into the game.
Fair enough. Dissy, you're actually more confident. You'd predicted a 2-0 win in the Patreon. What had you feeling confident going into the game?
I think we started to not be as ridiculous in terms of results. We stopped losing like every 2-3 days. I thought Eze weren't going to be playing. Decore, I was like, okay, cool. In midfield, Woolhoos and is it Lerma? And Lerma, I was like, okay, cool. I don't think they're going to completely overrun our midfield. And like the attacking play from Garnacho has been better in recent weeks. Ahmad, Bruno. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. We should get like a 2-0 win. Like not a great performance, but 2-0 win, especially after going away to Fulham and winning that game. And they just disgraced me, to be honest. And when I saw that lineup, I was like, oh dear God, this is going to be a tough one. Like Reemz, I was like, this is going to be a tough one. I just don't see how we're going to fashion enough chances with this one. And then lo and behold, I don't think we really created that many chances to my memory. I'm trying to think. Don't think they had more chances.
We created a few, but they had the better chances.
Yeah, because they were getting like cut. They were like cutting through us and going like 1v1 of our keeper. I'm trying to remember some of our chances.
I think Garnacho had one. I think Kobe Mainu hit the post.
I'm sure we had one from like a corner side. Somebody had one from a corner. Might be Delito Maguire had something.
Harry Maguire had one from Ahmad, like kind of floated the ball to the back post, and Harry Maguire.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go. I don't know why he didn't go for goal there.
Yeah, he headed it back across.
Headed it back across goal.
And there's one when Ahmad laid it back for Bruno. I was certain he was going to score.
Yeah, Bruno hit the target there. Dean Henderson made a good save.
Yeah, good save from Henderson. Yeah, but I did see that we had like 1.47 XG, but they had a high XG like quite significantly, and obviously by the nature of the chances.
Did they?
Yeah, they had about 3. They could have about 3.3 or something like that.
Yeah, they'll get cutbacks, 1-on-1s, like.
And like the second goal they scored was like a tap in as well. Like that's like a
tap in, Mateta. Yeah, fair.
Even the first goal was a tap in as well. Like remember, it was like a rebound.
Off the
and he's like,
crossbar.
he reacted first to the rebound and literally tapped it into an open goal.
Yeah, fair enough. I think to your point, Disu, we did start well, and I think that was them adjusting to maybe what they were expected versus how we actually used Kobe Mainu. He was picking up the ball in interesting positions. Centre backs weren't sure if they should stick or if they should go, and then the midfielders, he was behind them in a bit of like that kind of zone where you can really be, quite dangerous. And so once they adjusted to that, the game really changed. But let's kind of just talk through some of the players and how they did yesterday. So let's start with the false nine in Kobe Mainu. What did you guys think of his overall performance?
I think he started off good in the first half and then in the second half as well. But I feel like he just kind of faded out the game naturally. So when we weren't able to kind of get the ball into the final third and he could drop off in the pockets and do a bit of link up and dribble and stuff. Once Palace started to press a bit higher, or they were quite rigid in their low block, and we couldn't really find our way through unless it was like Martinez playing a very clever pass or Ahmad coming a bit deeper. Pause just in case. We couldn't really get out of our own thirds. To be honest, it was it was a lot of struggle ball for us. So, and I think as that happened, like he kind of faded out the game, and that's something to anticipate because we are literally playing a box-to-box midfielder that's known for being like more of a metronome, good dribbler, ball retention, and as a actual striker. We're not playing like a Dele Alli, a Frank Lampard, or a Aaron Ramsey type midfielder, false nine, or like a Foden. We're playing like a more give me the ball in the middle third, like a dribble and find an extra player as a false nine, which I think was a very, very weird selection. So I don't really fault him for his lack of impact across the game, to be honest.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't know what success would have looked like, to be honest with you. Like, what was his expectation from Kobe that game, that he was going to have like lots of chances, create lots of chances, link up? At the end of the day, whatever happens, as strong as he is on the ball, he's still got to probably take on two tall, athletic centre backs. And he's not the fastest, right? So it was a bit interesting, and actually, to me, it just stunk of a manager who doesn't know what to do, and he's just trying stuff. And I completely understand how poor Hoyland and Xerxes have got. He's almost forced his hand, but Kobe Mainu was for sure not the answer. It's a false nine to me.
What I don't understand about Amorim's decision is he played Kobe as a 10 midweek, and that's his best performance probably all season or in a while. Scored a goal, assisted a goal from the 10. He played them on the left-hand side. He got some chances. He played him on the right. He was able to combine and link a little bit more, but he showed something in the 10 in either side. And then in the next game, you put him up front against a team that's playing a back three with three centre backs, and like he just wasn't really playing as a striker. There was like an opportunity. I remember Garnacho got the ball on the left-hand side, and he was literally like on the edge of the box waiting for like a pass instead of like being in the penalty area waiting for a cross.
Yes.
And it's like we're not really even playing with a striker with him up there. It was just like a waste. Like you might as well just played him in the 10 where he played well. I don't know. I can't understand what managers think. I in my mind, I think it's kind of he did it in protest. It was kind of a protest to the board and to Wilcox and them to like force their hand to say, I need a striker. Like guy left both his strikers on the bench to play a centre mid up front. Like that's more about strikers than it is about Mainu, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think we saw the news just. I think we were laughing where it said Amorim has demanded a striker before the window closes. You ain't getting one, bro. You ain't getting one. You didn't get one, man. So his lot now is very much Xerxes and Hoyland from now to the end of the season. But let's go through the rest of the team before we come back to the striker problem, the striker paradox. How do you guys think Garnacho did yesterday?
You got padlocks, fam. You got padlocked by NPC.
I thought he was good in the first half, but in the second half he didn't. He just didn't. He just ran out of steam. In the first half, he was like creating danger, like getting in the box, like crossing with his left. But yeah, in the second half, just nothing. Like every time you got 1v1 with Chris Richards, you got clamped. Wasn't making them runs in behind. Wasn't retaining the ball well between the lines. Like, yeah, nah, this wasn't a good performance overall.
Fair enough. Next one is Ahmad. What did you guys think?
Again, not his best performance. I think he was the only one that was really creating shooting opportunities. Like he was getting the ball. His combination play sometimes between the lines is so good. Like his little, remember there's a little time he gets the ball on the edge of the area on the right, and he does a nice little flick between the lines to Bruno. Bruno gives it back to him. He lets it run past his body, and like just lays it off for another shot. And I'm just like, yeah, he's the only one that's really gonna make something happen. But like, he's just not surrounded by enough players on his wavelength, bruv. Like, and again, another annoying thing is Mazraoui again in midweek played right centre back, and again he went back to the Mazraoui that we were seeing at the start of the season that we was raving about. Like him in that position, his ability to receive the ball from any angle, like it helps our build-up play so much as well. At right wing back, we just don't get that. He's not dynamic enough to really be a threat. Yeah.
Like you do a good thing, you see it play out, and then you revert back to the thing that doesn't work.
How many times does this guy have to see this not work for him to realize
it don't work?
How many losses does it need? How many losses does it take? Like I get he's doing it because he's worried about us at set pieces and he's worried about us defensively, but we're still conceding goals anyway, and we can't score.
Same way.
So what's the point? We might as well win 3-2 than lose 2-0.
Brother, simple. We said the same thing on the main pod yesterday. I'll keep going through this ragtag bunch of players, man. Manuel Ugarte.
Dog shit, man. Fucking hate him, bro. He's fucking whack. Why we got these whack ass niggas? So many whack ass everywhere I turn, whack niggas. Whack niggas to the left, whack niggas to the right, whack niggas at the back, whack niggas up front, whack niggas in the stand, whack niggas everywhere. It's a fucking whack nigga pandemic.
He's so bad on the ball.
Can you say that again, but with appropriate language so I can use this as the clip?
He's so horrible on the
Just
ball.
Bleep it. Nah, bro. These men are fucking pants, bro.
He's an eyesore.
Brother. He just charges around the pitch, just lunging in. And this
guy's averaging 14 ground joules per game or something dumb.
Like
crazy, bro.
I need is the Premier League to be like American sports, where we can see Brett. I even said that again, where we can see Breda's contracts on Spot Track. I want to see if he's getting paid by the jewel, and if he is, we got to rip up that contract and do a new one. Because bro is just trying to just every day on guard. Brother, relax, stay in shape. Like, oh my god, like we make it so easy for other teams to get into the pockets, and for us to do that, it takes so much good work, and it's frustrating that he will just go and chase a ball 15 yards. The guy will be like, okay, knock it into the space he's just left, and now they're through on goal or running towards goal. It's so pathetic. And when he gets the ball, he literally can only play the way he's facing. It's like, you know, when none of them dogs that have them big cones around their head, that's how bro play.
When they've had an operation,
yeah. RSPCA asked you, bro. He's flipping pants. I'm sick of seeing him. Yeah. The fan base want us to play.
The RSPCA truthers will not allow me to use that as a clip, nor use that as a title. I'm laughing internally, but the RSPCA truthers will not accept that. So we'll keep it. We will say RSPCA asked midfielder. Yeah. How about his brother in arms?
Free Mike Vick, man.
Isn't he?
He's been out, bro. I got at home right now. Probably, I don't know. He's probably at a business meeting right now or something. I don't know.
He's got a job coaching a college football team.
Yeah, man.
Season. So Mike is
probably in a faculty meeting right now or something. But
but big bad thing, lads. Yeah, the midfield. And what I don't like is how, because of Amorim, that now our fan base now just think that Maynard doesn't know how to play midfield. Like, he didn't play in the same role literally last year, and we were all like, oh my god, we're so happy we got this player. No, it's the way our midfield two have to cover so much ground is senseless. Right. And to come and say, oh, Maino, yeah, he struggled defensively in the 2 midfield spots. Cool. You can't tell me that, and then you play Bruno Fernandes, who's even worse in duels. He's even worse in duels in midfield. You can't tell me that. I'm not full. I'm not full.
I guess with Bruno's like much fitter than Mainu, and he can run a lot harder than Mainu can.
That so he definitely can run a lot harder than Mainu, but he actually can't keep up with anybody, and he's always in the wrong place at the wrong time. So there's no point. Man just run. Okay, cool. I remember I did a JP Morgan run in 2018. Yeah, I saw people that could complete the run, but they were moving at 1.2 miles per hour. Yeah, they're bare fit. They can't flip and move fast enough. So who bloody cares? Who bloody cares? He can run all day. He ain't going anywhere fast. And they bypass him every time. What's the bloody point? So now you're taking one of the better attacking minds out of the attack to put in one of the better midfielders into the attack. Nah, mate. Nah.
Yeah, he's moving absolutely nuts. Cool. Yeah. Let's talk about the wing back brothers. So Diogo Dalot and Mazraoui.
Mid.
I don't like Dalot as a man, so I'm not even gonna comment on bro. But Mazraoui,
bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, to be fair, I've never been a fan of Dalot. Let me not lie, but I don't expect Dalot to be a dynamic wingback. Like, why would he be a dynamic wingback? What from his game? Like, the best I see from Dalot is when he's receiving the ball at left back. He's really good first touch. He like his build up play is really good, and defensively in duels, back post headers and stuff, like he's really good. And then occasionally he could run down the outside and put in a decent cross, or might be able to cut inside and shoot. But to put him in offensive scenarios like non-stop in the game, I don't think it suits him. In this system, he's probably better off as a left or right centre back, in my opinion.
Agreed.
And same thing with Mazraoui. So we've got a left centre back and a right centre back in the system playing left wing back and right wing back. Do we not have any young players that are fast? And do we not have anyone in the youth team that are fast and that can dribble a bit? I'm sure we have.
We have loads, bro. We have Malachi Sharp that could do it. We have Aston Nissen that could do it. We had Ethan Ennis that could have done it. It's like, bro, we have listen.
And now,
no, he's not looking at none of the young bucks, bro.
Bro made a false line. I don't think man are understanding what that actually is, bro.
Bro, we understand. What do you want us to say, bro? We understand. We're there, right? We're running with you, bro. What do you want us to say, man?
I don't even know. I don't want to hear him talk anymore. I ain't gonna cap. I don't want to hear him talk.
Well, the press conference aren't moving you no more.
No, cancel all of them. The goalkeeper coach, he said that is better than Rashford. Tell him to go and do the conference. That's who you should go do the conference. I don't hear nothing. And to make it worse, sorry, I'm ranting here because it's just jarring. To make it worse, the club I've left him out to dry. So I don't care what nobody says. We could talk now. He's gone. The decision of Rashford, I think, was above him. That's what I think personally. Yeah, I think it was above him. I'm sure, but he may maybe agree with some of the things Rashford might have done, but I think it's above him. So Rashford's been removed. Cool. Nobody's coming the door. And you already know that we've made a clinical error with the Xerxes transfer. So Xerxes and Højlund is not working to a point where the manager didn't play any of them, and you're not going to go give him another attacker. Like, would you? Come on, man. It's ridiculous. What happens if a man gets injured?
We get relegated. We've got 29 points after 23 games.
How many of those points are Ahmad related? I'm estimating 22.
At least half. At least half, bro.
Bro scored a hat-trick to save us against Southampton. Do you know what? That is so embarrassing.
He got the penalty and the winner against City. That's 6 points.
Everton was all him.
9 points.
The 1-1 draw in my man's first game was him.
You mentioned Southampton?
Yeah, Southampton's 3 points.
Liverpool?
Yeah, that's Ahmad.
Yeah, 11 points.
Man City?
Yeah, I mentioned Man City. Who else have we played? I'm trying to think about who else have we played. Have we played Leicester? Leicester at home?
Yeah,
No.
we won. Yeah, we won like 4-0.
Yeah, that was a mod. He was our best player that game.
Let's say at home. That was a part. Bro, this is hell, man. And then back three, Martinez, Maguire,
Hey,
Euro.
no, I haven't finished. Brighton away. Brighton
Yeah.
away. Did we draw that game or did we lose in the end?
We lost.
We lost.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Last minute goal.
Yeah.
Southampton was him.
What the reverse fixture?
Yeah.
What 14?
How many points you got again? 29.
Yeah, I think like I said.
So you're right.
About half of them. Yeah, is what it is. Well, not is what it is. Anyway, back three, man. Martinez, Maguire, Euro. Euro dunked on for the first goal. Martinez ACL injury. Ugh, man.
Oh, that, and he was getting in his bag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was cooking these last few weeks. Oh, he's been cooking.
And I thought he was really good in this game as well.
He was.
I thought
He's literally our best playmaker right now, bro.
That is
crazy.
a fact. And that is a fact. Like when we have teams in their own third and he's able to step into midfield, he's doing everything. Do you see that pass he played to Ahmad?
Bro.
My lord.
And he was showing off his ball striking. Even in this game, there's a shot he caught on the volley that got blocked.
Yes, that was cool.
Beautiful. Oh my god, he caught the ball so well. I was like, yeah, he's showing off his bag in these last few weeks, and then fucking disaster strikes.
I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. When he's doing rehab, bro, just tell him to watch Esteban Cambiasso videos, bro. It's time for you to play midfield. It's time for you to play. It's time for you to play midfield, bro. It's time for you to play midfield, bro. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Brother.
I'm not talking Maguire for the rest of the year, by the way. I'm not talking him, bro.
Okay, guys. What do we do, man? I think this is to your point. If this is what it's going to be like, there's no way we just keep losing and bro keeps his job.
I think he does, bro. I think they.
No, I can't believe this shit. No,
honestly, no. Let's be realistic, though.
It's unfathomable how shit we are.
Let's be realistic, though, because they have to pay money to get rid of Ten Hag, and they have to pay money to get Amorim in, right? So they've said they ain't gonna spend no more money this January on no panic buys, and they're gonna set up for a big summer, right? So they're gonna give Amorim a chance to have that big summer and see what he does with their investment. They're not gonna waste everything they did to get rid of Ten Hag and bring him in, not to give him a chance to succeed. You know what I mean? So he won't get fired based off of this season. Unless we get relegated, which probably won't happen.
Yeah, where the fact that he said probably is actually crazy. Because
yeah, because there has to Reemz. We've got 29
Anything is possible, bro. With this,
we've got 29 points, and I think there's 15 games left.
I'm not confident we win any of them games.
Yeah, if we finish the season with less than 40 points, why would they want to give this man more money?
Man,
there's a certain threshold of coaching you still expect, man. Even if they're players or not.
You got to show some signs of life.
That's what I'm saying. And if
we have to win the Europa, we have to win the Europa and the FA Cup because it's cooked in the Premier League now. I don't even know if we'll finish in the top half. But
we're not, bro.
We are in our swipe down era. We need to put all our eggs.
Love that one, don't you?
Because I can't be asked to swipe that. I don't even look at the table anymore.
Yeah. We got to put all our eggs in that Europa League basket and see if we can get into the Champions League in the back door.
Okay, so my question then is, when you get to the later stages, you're playing teams which are top half of the Premier League quality. What gives you guys the confidence that we can win the Europa League based on what we're seeing in the league?
But there are certain times, yeah, like I said the other day, like Bad says we got money. I said I ain't trying to hear that. Just go win, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. You better go find a way. We need to get to Champions League, bro. We need that P, fam. We need that paper, bro. We need to get that Champions League. I swear, I said that.
I hear what you say. I ain't trying to hear that. I hear the facts. I ain't trying to hear that. I hear you, bro.
That's what I said, yeah, that if we don't make Champions League in our contract, they could take off one of the stripes or something. I don't even know, bro. They take, I know. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Chelsea are losing. God damn.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
losing to West Ham managed by Graham Potter is
this is all I've got, guys. This is all I've got, man. Anyway, yeah, let's get on to who we got next. Guys, I can't lie to you, I'm cooked, man. This is hell, man. This is absolutely hell. We have got Leicester City in the FA Cup. On I think Friday.
Luckily, we've beat the stuffing out of Leicester quite a few times this season. So
Rude knows what time it is.
Yeah, hopefully we could get a nice little feel-good win.
That's all, man. And then is Europa back the week after? So we got Leicester. Then we've got.
I don't think we play. It's the playoffs.
Oh yeah, you're right. Then we've got Tottenham away.
Yeah.
Everton away.
Oh, we're getting. Moyes is putting us in a paquito.
Oh,
Ipswich at home, and then Arsenal at home.
That might be the only win we can scam.
Maybe.
Nah, the lap's got something for us.
The lap and Ciso, Amari Hutchinson. Oh my days. That could be the only game we can scam away.
Why could we get in Ciso or Evan Ferguson?
I don't know. Adingra's apparently available on loan as well. We can't get him either.
Because I actually like Evan Ferguson from what I saw. I ain't gonna lie, I liked him. And I like Ciso a lot.
What's happened? Like, why are they out? Why are people out on him anyway? Jared Bowen's playing. I thought he broke his leg.
He's not the flavor of the month anymore. He got injured, and ever since that, he hasn't really been able to get back into the team. I think Welbeck done really well. I started to play João Pedro, so they got quite a lot of attacking options.
They got Jorginho Rutter, they got Minte, Matoma, Solly March is back from injury now.
Adingra, João Pedro.
Yeah, they have loads of players in the same position. They have Brian Garuda that they just signed.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's get on to the awards, man. What more is there to say? Like, we're shit. We fucking got packed at home by Crystal Palace. We deserve to get packed. Rashford to Aston Villa, I guess. Reemz, any thoughts?
I wish my boy well, man. I hope he goes out there and kills it. Has a nice little Champions League run, rebuilds his reputation, gets back into the England squad, just gets back on the straight and narrow, man. I wish him all the best.
Yeah. So that's obviously the platitudes. How confident are you of that happening?
I don't know. I think Emery's low-key the striker whisperer from time to time. So in that Villa system, they play a lot of transitional football. They got Tielemans. That's like a great transition passer. They got one of the best ball carriers around right now, Morgan Rogers. It might suit him. He might do well.
Cool. Disu, thoughts? Rashford, Aston Villa.
Yeah, I hope he does really well, and I think he's going to do well. I'm seeing like some of the posts from some of the United fans about like pictures of Rashford when he was younger, like one when he was signing maybe his first contract, and he got like Bobby Charlton in the cut. Like it just kind of made me a bit sad about how things have played out. And some of the articles I've seen come out already is making me sick. But I'm glad that the Villa fans are like taking on the good fight for Rash. But yeah, I really hope he does well just to shut people up. And obviously, he's probably done with us. It looks like. So if he does well, we can get a fee. And I hope that he goes on to have like a very good career. And he's one of the players that people were like, "Oh my god, you guys are so dumb for selling him." That'll actually be a win for me because I've a lot of time for Rashford. And I start to think about all the stuff like even is it 1920 season lockdown season, like the way he carried us through that, even towards the end of lockdown when all the players were tired because we're playing.
I remember the Crystal Palace game.
Crystal Palace game, he got out the mud.
Yeah, I remember because we rewatched that for Patreon back then. So I remember that performance specifically. I can't believe, like, of all the Doctor Strange's eventualities, I can't believe this is where we got to. Marcus Rashford at 27 going to Aston Villa.
Mate.
At least it's a team in the Champions League, a team that's showing some signs of ambition. That's on the up. Like it's in a better shape than United right now. So
much better shape like that.
Agreed. Cool. Let's get to some awards. Let's start as the get Big Sam in as defensive coach if he ain't managing. That's the award for either a positive or negative managerial performance from this week. I'll start with you, Disu.
Positive. I'll do negative. Amorim, 5 at the back. Please stop it. Please.
Reemz, positive, negative manager of the week.
I'm going negative as well. Fabian Hertzler. This guy
7-0.
This guy's held a 7
they lost 7-0.
Extra spicy, extra biscuits. This guy's gone into a flipping Premier League football match with no midfield and thought he could win a game. He held 7. He's an idiot. This guy, I don't know what he thinks he is. I don't know who he thinks he is. Some young boy, some new. I don't know. Things have come fast to him in his career, I guess. So he thinks he probably knows better than everyone else. But nah, that 7-0 humbling will show him.
Yeah, don't worry. And then Moyes gonna deal with him. Moyes is gonna deal with him as well. Real vet.
Yeah. He'll learn. He'll learn quick in this league.
Yeah, you'll learn.
Who was that point guard? Is it Andre Miller?
Yeah.
Real vet. Just real vet.
Yeah. Back to the basket. Yeah, back to the basket. Gate could barely run, but fundamentals.
Bro, he used to pick up the ball, face it backwards.
That's what I said. Back to the basket game, bro. What are you talking? Fundamentals? Are you mad, bro? Andre, hey, I like that. I like you know. Yeah, all right, you know. David Moyes, like I said on the main pod yesterday, like Everton are safe now. People will complain about David Moyes as a manager, blah blah blah, but you know you're getting, if he's got a good squad, you're getting around 50 points in the league minimum.
One thing about Everton, they know how to avoid a relegation, boy.
Yeah, I need them to go down,
avoid the relegation, but
they're chasing us. They're chasing us down. Like I would be surprised if they finish. If I asked you,
we still got to go to Everton, innit?
Yeah,
it's peak still.
Yeah, we are 3 points ahead of them at the minute.
I feel like the teams in the bottom 3 right now, the teams that are going down still.
Yeah, the teams that came up, right?
Yep, they're going right back down.
Yeah, it's getting peak for these lot when they come up, man. Premier League, the gap, like you're up against teams that have been in the Premier League for back-to-back years and they've had multiple transfer windows. The quality gap is a lot. Like coaches, like are good. McKenna's clearly done a good job with the Ipswich team, and they've actually been unlucky in quite a few games. But a quality gap, yeah. You're going down. Leave the lap here, please. Thank you, kindly. Nice one. Next one is it's not double denim moment that had you rattled this week. Disu.
Oh my God, Southampton only need one more win to avoid Derby's record.
Really? How many points did Derby finish with?
11. Southampton's on 9.
Yeah. Derby, that's insane, man.
Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna escape.
The record of being the worst team.
11 points. That's a different type of blamming, you know,
bro.
Just get blamed weekly. She's showing up to get blamed.
Led by none other than Robbie Savage. Horrible team.
Yeah, just showing up to get blamed, bro. Like, what are you doing this weekend, bro? I'm getting blamed.
Half the weekend I got blamed, you know. Did you get blamed last week? Yep.
Yep. God, what moment had you rattled this weekend, Reemz?
Kobe Mainu false 9, bro. Don't ever do that to my boy ever again in his life, bro. He don't deserve that. Please.
Look at how they massacred my boy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hell. That was horrid.
Okay, calm. For me, Lissandro went down. I said,
"Oh my God, that was the end of my season. I promise you." As soon as his
tuxedo up on the wall, yeah, we're done for the year, boys.
As soon as his backside landed on that stretcher, my season ended. I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I didn't even what's what do I say? I didn't like digest it. It didn't hit me. I was in denial. I was like, okay, cool.
Because I knew immediately it was an ACL. I didn't even have to wait for the Sam Luck house.
Okay, cool. Maybe they said like a young knees playing or something steel. Hoping for the best. Even though I saw them bringing the flipping stretcher. Like,
yeah.
Oh mate.
Yeah. Peace. And Disu, what moment had you rattled this weekend, my good brother?
Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't even see it at the time, but I was rattled retrospectively. Gabriel grabbing Haaland's shorts and telling him to go get his boot rattled me. Because what type of Haaland should have slapped the sonic rings out of him. What type of violation is that? Go get my boots like you're just some pussy. Nah, that's so disrespectful. I was rattled on behalf of Haaland. I was like, how could you let that man do that to you? Like, that actually rattled me. I was like, wow. Like, they was, and when Lewis Skelly scored, I was rattled because I knew they're gonna be hyped. Even though I think the kid is wonderful, amazing player, but I just hate seeing them happy, bro. Do you get it? So yeah, and then they just started dissing Mano. Like Mano's never played the way he's in against Man City before. Like it just never happened before.
Yeah.
But yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Fair. And next one is the no agenda of the week. What's your agenda this week, Reemz?
Diogo Dalot and Nusayr Mazraoui. I challenge you. I will donate £500,000 to a charitable organization of your choosing. If you two are even 1 point in a football match, think about crossing the ball into the box.
Not even crossing it. I want to see you think like, rah, should I whip it in right now?
And let it fly, please. Yeah. Because I'm sick and tired of this. Flipping the hell, bro.
Cool. Oh, man. Ruben Amorim, I got an ALCL DLCS challenge for you. I'm going to donate $750K to a charity of your choice if you can win some bloody games in the Premier League. God. This is killing me, bro. Every week. It doesn't matter the team, home or away, we are the underdogs in my mind. Every single game.
Fangio's got us minus 3.5.
Nick Wright having a ball. Well, wild. I mean, it's got to be Man United.
Man United at home. Ruben Amorim is the manager. I'm taking the points.
I'm taking the points.
Southampton at the 3.5. Oh.
Southampton plus 2 goals. Cool. And Disu, what's your agenda this week, brother?
My primary agenda is against, I can't remember the brother's name, Noah Niles or Norbert, whatever, whoever the GM of Dallas Mavericks, yeah, I am committed to your failure, yeah. Rock Nation must crumble.
Nico Harrison,
yeah, Nico Harris, Noah Niles, bro, that's your new name. And in this punk-ass game, soccer, who's my agenda outside of just laughing at Odegaard? What's his name? Rasmus Højlund. I will donate $1.8 billion to your personal trust. If when the ball comes to you, you do not torpedo it back where it came from with your first touch.
Oh, there was a touch like in the 80-something minute. The game was done. And this guy's just shit. Like, game was done. We clearly weren't. It's like you still don't have the decency to just control a football,
bro. Hey, how's your touch got kicked back like a rifle? The touch got kicked back, bro. Fuck you know, man.
That will not do, man.
Kick back, man, like they say we Van Damme. Are you mad?
And flipping Xerxes, bro. Does he know that he could actually take a touch?
Oh, everything he has
Why
to do.
Why the hell does everything have to be first time with this guy, bro?
Do you know what Xerxes reminds me of? Yeah, there's a video on Twitter, yeah, where this guy, he's like Asian guy, and he's at like a shop, and he's trying to act like he's moving very fast, but all he's doing is moving his head, and that's how Xerxes is playing. Xerxes trying to act like he's Like just this
I
mad
don't know why.
one.
Like, bro's not even doing nothing.
He's just
Like,
mad,
he's
man.
moving.
All
his
man's
hands
doing
are
is turning
moving
the ball
very
over every
slow,
chance he gets, bro.
but his head is moving fast. Like, his hand is my
It's
head.
like Xerxes is getting paid per turnover.
No, do you know what's happening? I told you yesterday, bro. He's playing well, then he's getting gas. How do you celebrate when you do well? You go and buy food. Lebo Grill. There it is, back in, man. That's the problem. It's the Lebo Grill cycle, bro. Like, he's and then he played poorly. So he's like, I'm going to lock in, man. You know, I'm locking in. I'm going gym. I'm locking in, man. I'm serious now. And then he plays well. Then how do you celebrate? Lebo Grill. So he just needs to lay off the Lebo.
We got to reach out to Beirut, man. We got to do something about this. I don't know.
We got to call the Dutch ambassador at Beirut.
I'm willing to try anything, bro.
Hello, Beirut. It's MUGA. Please, brother. Please, my brother.
Oh my God.
Imagine being at the Dutch embassy in Beirut and you're getting a call from MUGA. Like, hey, listen, can you please just ban Lebo Grill for all Dutch residents? Mr. Morayo, I love the mixed grill. Please, all Dutch residents that aren't diplomats, we'll allow it for the diplomats. Yeah?
Oh my days.
Like,
bro.
how is
Let
he?
me catch Xerxes in Lebo Grill after that embargo, bro. Let me catch him in there. He's getting deported right back to Rotterdam.
Like, how is he not able to distinguish himself from Rasmus Højlund?
Oh my days.
This
They both
version.
got benched for a centre mid.
Bro. But
I think Xerxes is more egregious because he actually clearly has something about him. Like he's clearly technically gifted. He can dribble. So what I want to understand is, why do you act like he's playing like the league? He can't compete physically in the league in terms of speed. That he has to get rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times he tries to for the first time, like, bro, take a touch and be easy. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Lord of mercy, mate.
And then finally, ESR underrated talent of the week, Reemz.
Boy. I don't know, I'm not rocking with no one right now, bro.
I'm dead.
Who's the underrated talent of the week? This kid, that Southampton kid, Mateus Fernandez.
Oh yeah, he looks pretty decent.
Good,
Yeah, he's good, man.
Honestly, when I saw him, it took me back to the old school Mateus. I was like, what?
Not the Sporting Lisbon one.
Yeah, I think Colo. Yeah, that one.
The Chilean one. No.
He used to do the bits on Football Manager. What?
Yes. Real heritage, man. Grab him at Alexis, both at Colo, and you're laughing. Cool. Underrated player of the week. It's gonna be a funny one. Marcus Rashford. I'm buying the dip, guys. I'm buying the dip. He's going to Aston Villa and he's gonna bag some goals. He is gonna get his season, his career, everything back on track. And in the summer, there'll be a bit of a bidding war for him because yes, Villa will want him, but he'll be looking to aim better than Villa probably. So I just don't like if he's not able to cook something in this Villa side, he is absolutely done, in my opinion. Like it's tailor-made for the sort of player he is. So I'm buying the dip in Marcus Rashford now. And Disu, who's your underrated of the week?
Underrated of the week. I'm going to say Yuri Tillemans because every time I say to like a friend, when we're having discussions about best midfielders in the league, I'll be like, nobody's impressed me more than Yuri Tillemans. And people are like, what are you talking about? Like, you're saying he's better than Gravenberch? I feel like he's been better than Gravenberch. But I feel like once you have a reputation where you aren't seen as a top midfielder and you're not doing it at a top club, like people act like it doesn't matter what you're doing. And I'm watching Yuri Tillemans on a week-to-week basis, and he's stepping. He's stepping. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Gravenberch has been top, but I think them two have been the best two midfielders I've watched in the league by a big distance, to be honest.
Cool. Let's finish up with some listeners' questions. As you can imagine, there's quite a few. So go through them. Yeah, let's start with Kempachi Now that the season has officially been tanked, what are the things? What are the things, experiments you'd want Amorim to do? Win two Premier League games in a row. How about that?
That might be too much to ask for. A win and a draw. I'll take a win and a draw.
A win and a draw.
Yeah, play Aiden Heaven, play Sekou Kone, play Jack Morehouse.
Cool. Maybe try something with 4 at the back instead of 3. And get some more players in the midfield or in the final third. Anything else from him? That's about it, really. Yeah. Disu, anything you'd like to see?
I like to see some young players in the team. I like to see our defensive shape change. I don't really like how it's working at the moment, so I like to see us defend with 2 banks, like the front 3, and then a flat bank of 4. I like to see us try that in certain phases, and Dogu straight in a team. And yeah, and as Reemz said, some of the young players into the team will be good.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm assuming we're going to see. I was thinking how Luke Shaw fit in, but that left centre back role might be calling his name, boy. The Green Goblin.
Oh yeah, especially now Martinez has gone.
Yeah, that Green Goblin mask for Luke Shaw, boy. Fuck that guy, man. Always finds a way back in. Cool. Officially _MK_. Who has the worst front office? The New York Giants or Manchester United? The Dallas Mavericks.
I don't know, man. They got Anthony Davis in return at least. Like, what do we have?
Good point. And they still got Kyrie and Lively and got other good pieces. I think the New York Giants are generally really, really Man United is worse because the Giants like that they have to trade and draft players, so that's kind of somewhat out of their hands. Everything's in our hands. Like we could just go and buy somebody. We could buy ass.
And every time we have an opportunity, we buy somebody who's not good.
Yep.
It's the consistency is actually unbelievable, bro.
It's impressive.
Surely law of averages, like we get something like really right eventually.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, we've got one or two like Ahmad. Like we kind of we took a gamble there, then we kind of almost fumbled it, and locked our way back into it. Yeah. I mean, Lissandro was pretty good, but he kept getting crocked.
Yeah.
Bruno's turned out pretty all right. Boy, it's not much.
It's not much, but it's honest work, bro. Not much, but it's honest work. All right, cool. Next question is from ZZ_. I need confirmation that the sun is going to shine again. My vitamin D levels are dangerously low. Fuck, I can't say I have any faith, man.
If some of these young players turn out into what they could be, then they might save us, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't trust us in the. I don't actually flipping. If what they say about Giovanni Quenda coming in is true, then that's something to be excited about. So
yeah, the clips that I started watching, I was really excited about that. So that could be something to look forward to, and that potentially could mean that with him and Dogu on either flag, we have speed and dribbling, which is something that we haven't had since like 2018 when we had Marshall and Rashford 2-man step. Like so that would be good. So instantly the athleticism of the team goes up and the speed goes up. But again, they're also really young players, so we might not be able to bank on really good, consistent performances straight away. But definitely should be a level raiser if what is said about both players comes to be accurate. So I think the only thing we can look forward to is the summer, really. Like if we could fraud UEFA Cup, Europa League, that would be great, and have a good summer. And then what I'd like to see also is Amorim trying to go back towards his ideals a bit, to be a bit more riskier, because this defensive ball that he's kind of moved to because of how weak we are for set pieces and defensively, I think it's making things worse.
Yeah,
agreed. I don't think there's any benefit to him in the long term, because if he does get the players he wants, the team ain't gonna play like that anyway. So you might as well start getting the team playing how you want them to play and let the results fall where they fall. Because right now the results are falling where they fall, and you're getting no benefit of the team learning your system.
Right.
Exactly.
But I mean, how many of these guys is he gonna have in his team? All being said,
He's gonna have a lot because we're not gonna be able to replace.
But even so, like the ones that are still going to be here, even that experience of just playing in the system and getting used to it is beneficial for them as well.
So your Mainos, your Ugates, your Amads, your Brunos, your
Your
Garnacho,
Euros, like
Maguire,
all your guys you want to use.
Yeah, like the patterns. Okay, cool. When we're building out from the back, this is what we do. We have this ball. When the ball is on the left hand side, here's how we move. When we defend set pieces, here's how we do it. When we defend transitions, here's how we do it. So then the next year, players are coming in.
Yeah. Fair enough. I think that's a fair call out. Like I said in the main pod yesterday, when I was the stuff I've like retrospectively gone back and taken a look, people's actual concern is that it'd be the other way and he'd be committing too many players forward and we'd be getting cooked in transition. But he's really trying to keep things tight at the back. But then how he's asking the team to play and how players execute is not doing that. And so we're not scoring, we're not defending, we're not compact. The execution's poor. Like, it's worse than ETH.
Yeah, at this point. It really is.
And that's saying something. Cool. Next one is from Mike Fat9. At Man United's very best and with signings of better quality players suited to Amorim's system, what is the highest position you guys feel we can achieve in the Premier League?
I can't really speak until I see players. So the players to me, and this is assuming that Amorim is really, really good. It's all about the players. It's all about the players because even the best managers need really, really good players. And when I say players, it doesn't mean he has to cost 100 million. It doesn't mean he has to have the best reputation in the world. Like, these players have to be really good, right? So like people didn't know much about the Monaco team that went to the semi-final Champions League. But if you look at that team, Bernardo Silva, Falcao, Mbappe, Thomas Lemar, Mendy, and who's the other one? Is it Sidebe at fullback? Like Fabinho midfield.
Bakayoko.
That's a proper team.
A lot of quality in that team.
That's a lot of quality. But at the time, man didn't really know about these players apart from Falcao, really and truly. And at that point, people probably thought, "Oh, Falcao, he's on a downturn." But those turned out to be very, very good footballers. So it's not always about reputation, it's about good players. That's why I don't like the United fans crying about the Dogu transfer. I'm like, cool. If you lot have watched him and you don't rate him, that's cool. You have your right as a fan to voice your displeasure. Don't have displeasure against a signing because it's a relatively no-name player from Lecce. Because what if he's good?
Yeah, like I think you've made your point. Like, people are still too caught up in names and stuff and not just the quality.
And a lot of players we did that on the Woodward and it didn't work. So,
and the worst thing is, Reemz, better the man who weren't names straight away. It's very rare that there's like you get your Messi's and your Mbappe's that are steppers from day one, but Di Maria wasn't a name at 16. Do you get what I'm saying? Mane wasn't a name at 16, like that. When did Salah become a name?
Mane and Salah weren't really big names like that until they went to Liverpool, bro.
Until they mashed work at Liverpool, fam.
Exactly.
Robertson, people call Robertson one of the best left backs in the world. He was churning that hole. Van Dijk was at Celtic. Van Dijk was in the Premier League at Southampton. Went to Liverpool, step up. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, these players have to be, all these top players that people are looking at, they came from somewhere, right? So, trust your scouting. Are you buying good players? Do they fit the culture of the team and the style of play that you want? Are you nurturing them? Are you coaching them? That's what matters. Because so now it's Sandoku. What if he's sick? Are these men going to come and say, that was a bad decision? No, they're going to be jumping for joy. So, yeah, I don't believe in football fans like downplaying transfers unless you have actually watched the player and then you don't fancy him. And that's cool.
Yeah. We'll see what we do in summer. Next one is from Alpha Afs. Can the MUGA cast selectively breed a giant swan and release it for Manchester United? Thoughts on Rashford being offered Percocet for his Aston Villa unveiling?
Hey, that's big Rashy offer. Big Rashy offer. Perky. Don't kill me.
30, bro.
That's funny.
Oh my days, bro.
Woo! No
Petty,
comment.
Papa
No
Perk, petty.
comment on the second thing for sure. And then the first one, we'll see what we can do, brother. You see what we can do about this one. Somebody responded to the question. You're insane, man. I'm just miserable, bro. Help me, bro. We should make it to 40 points. Separately, R9. Because he got the number 9 shirt. Nah, man, that club is finished. I can get behind the R9 branding. So positive end. After a dark start, a positive end to that thread. Flower Ranger 6. How cooked are we if Ahmad or Bruno get injured?
Relegated.
If Ahmad gets injured, I would say we don't win another game in the league this season.
If Ahmad gets injured, don't
That's a-
at me in the group chat to do a pod. So when you're doing the ats, do not at me because
Nah,
I'm not
bro. I'm not
Yeah, bro,
watching.
I won't be watching, bro. So I won't
I'm
be
not
able to
watching.
no
What you gonna
insight.
say? I'll be talking to you. I'll be talking to you about the NBA now. I'm back at the NBA now. Now the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
that NBA, that Jan transition from you, where from the courtside chat you go from not engaging to suddenly you're responding. Every fucking year you get me, bro. Every year you get me. Why I order?
In recent years, yeah, I'll be seeing that you Reeves and them about talk about these players. I'm like, who are these niggas? Like, who are these niggas? Like, who are these niggas? Who is it? Who's that? You from the Timberwolves? McDaniel's the one that plays good defense. Like, who's this?
Yeah,
shit?
McDaniel's, yeah.
I'm like, no, this you kind of nice.
We got
So you tapped him now.
I was like, this guy, he's kind of nice, Steve.
He's nice. He's kind of.
I don't be saying that though. I'll just be watching. I'm like, cool. Let me do my research, Steve.
They got KD. We got Jaden McDaniel's. Like, they got upset. We got Ruben Amorim.
No, bro.
Cool. Next one.
Hey. Listen, they got Isaac, but we got Kobe Manu up top. You know what I mean?
Quick question.
I got a question to you, lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can tell you that, I can guarantee we'll get Isak. Guarantee. But if we buy Isak, we're not buying another player next in the window and in January. Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, you're crazy. You could make buy another player for 2 motherfucking years. Bring me
yes.
So
Isaac and Ahmad is enough to get shit done. I'm telling you that.
The Isak and Ahmad.
Isaac and Ahmad is enough.
2-man step. They might have to change our name to the Showtime Lakers, bro. Showtime Lakers. The Showtime Lakers. That's us, bro. That's us. Get us on the documentary as well.
Fair enough. You guys have, are they getting fed? They don't get the best out of Ahmad as we speak.
But it's Ahmad and Isak, bro.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I ain't mad at you. The next one is from Alec_Press. Could you all give a guess on how many goals at Villa Rashford will score based on 2 possible positions, left wing and striker? Left wing 6 goals or comps. Left wing 8 goals or comps. Striker 7 goals or comps.
So how many Prem games is there left? Like 15?
Aston Villa have 14 Prem games, and they've got
at least
2 in the Champions League, and then I think 1 in the FA Cup. So 17.
17. I'm going 10.
Okay. What position? Is that 10 in both, yeah?
10 in both.
All right, respect. Reemz?
I think it'll play a little bit between both.
Mm-hmm. So let's take a guess to how many goals. Forget the left wing striker thing. I said 8.
Yeah, if he gets 8, but 8 goals, like 4 assists, that'll be a good return.
Yeah, I think anything from 8 to 10 when he's there, I think is enough to get people talking again. Half the season, double it, 16 to 20 goals. Yeah, we'll take that. He's back. Next one is from Shy9. Realistically, which forward options are available for Amorim in the summer apart from Gyökeres?
There's a
Osimhen.
lot like Semenyo. There's Semenyo.
Semenyo's not really a striker though.
Oh, striker. I thought you said
I
attacking.
thought he meant the whole forward line, not just striker. This is
if
forward.
it's all for line, we'd be all day, bro. Flipping.
Yeah, there's Semenyo. There's Semenyo. There's potentially João Pedro. I know Cunha's had a new contract, but I think there's probably verbiage in there where
there's
you
a
could
release
buy
clause.
him.
There's a release clause in there.
Yeah.
Kudus.
Kudus will be fantastic. Striker Delap potentially is one. Obviously, okay, he did say Gokares, didn't he?
The best on the market. The best on the market is
Ekitike.
Yeah.
How much do you think he goes for?
Maybe like 60, 70 million.
That's not bad.
You know, Frankfurt be getting the most.
Yeah, that's not bad, to be honest. Agreed. You see Randall bagging in Serie A, Reemz?
Yeah, bro. Man was turning their nose up against it.
I tried to warn them.
Yeah, you were calling him Congo Morayo this week.
Yeah, but that's for bank. I wanted more money. That's documented. I wanted more money it was available.
They laughed at me. They called him Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Eswatini. They ridiculed him. But it's all right.
It's all right.
Cream rises.
It does, brother. Cool. I mean, we could have gone all day listing forward options. Next one, ruler of gap. Will our fans finally stop trying to rebrand Maguire as a successful transfer now?
I don't think people understand how bad that transfer is because he cost 80 million. So that might be the world record or it might be Tots, but it's definitely near a world record, which is pretty wild. And we paid a lot of it up front as well, which really hampered our transfer maneuverings in the coming windows. And on top of that, he's an extremely high earner as well. So he's earning like 200 whack. So yeah, it's not a good transfer. I do respect how he tried to dig himself back into the game, but he's just not good enough. Yeah, and that's okay.
There's literally nothing you can do about it.
But the thing is,
not good enough.
And the thing is, he's significantly better than De Ligt, which is crazy to me.
I can't believe this. I can't believe he's worse than Maguire, man.
He's all right when he plays us right centre back, you know.
I don't like him, man.
He's bad on the ball. It's
the pondering on the ball. To be fair, he's defensively he's cleaned up. He's not like jumping in like a slut anymore. So like defensively, I don't notice too many bad things in recent weeks, so I could give him that. But it's too slow in the ball, and for a team like us, we don't have the luxury of being that slow in the ball.
Yeah, we barely are able to play it through the line. So, and I get to me it sounds like he's risk averse, basically. He'd rather play it safe than the upside of playing a pass that creates space for somebody to turn and take the ball forward. But if the centre backs are not popping the ball through with intent, nothing will happen. Literally nothing will happen. So I'm actually scared of how bad we're going to look without Lissandro.
Same.
Next one is and his second question from Ruler of Gap. Bigger shock: the Luka trade or United winning the Europa League this season?
Luka trade. There's nothing going to be more shocking than the Luka trade.
Agreed. Yeah. CNG boy. Any of the kids worth bringing in? Surely can't get worse. Reemz named a few. Next one is from Paul _Adeyemi. Odd on Rasmus not scoring another Prem goal this season.
I think he'll scam one. If he gets the minutes, he'll scam one. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, the thing with Højlund, if we play decent football, he might score goals if we create chances for him because he can finish. It's like we can't build up play, so we have to pump the ball to him, and he can't control it. So it's just a waste of time.
Not really. Yeah, he can. He showed last season he can. Even some of the finishes this season, but
I think that's what makes him more. I think that's what makes him more irritating because he's not even when we are kind of flowing. He's never really there for the chances. And when we're not flowing, he doesn't get chances anyway. So it's just really, really, really irritating because he could actually finish, but he just doesn't get chances. And I'm always just watching him and his torpedo touch.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So we're saying one more, yeah? Scams one more between now and the end of the season. Calm. Just Kuda, where do we even go from here? What are we even doing? You will be listening to the pod, brother. We feel exactly the same. Like, Amorim, we just need you to do something, brother. Like, come on. Let's get some results. win the Europa League, and we go again in the summer. These guys are happy to pay 150 for Isak, no business for 2 years. Yonko Abs, tough one to take to this week, boys. Question: does anything on this earth look as weird as Kobe in the 10? And no, I won't be listening in to hear your answers. Hold that.
I'm dead. Love that.
He was good on Thursday, but
Yeah,
I
he
wouldn't
was.
say in the long term. Like, obviously, the opposition were not the best. Because this is philosophy versus talent, right? And obviously, Amorim wants exactly the sort of players he wants for his system, rather than, oh, actually, I have this talented player who excels in X, Y, Z. How do I get the best out of him? So how do you guys see this tracking? Like, let's say Amorim's a manager for another couple of seasons. Do you see a world in which Mainu isn't here?
No. Because if Maynard isn't here, that means Ruben isn't here. So you better stay calm, cuz, yeah?
Last couple of questions. Flower Ranger 6 again. How bad do things have to get before the ownership consider using the buyback on redacted?
What was that question?
How bad do things have to get before the ownership consider using the buyback on redacted?
Yeah, that's not happening. It's not happening, so there's no point answering that question.
Next one. Please speak on the Enios Glazers deal. At any serious club, there would have been riots in the street for the mess our club's currently in. Where has all the new investment gone? AK, where's all the Arteta money gone? Also, why are we fixated on the new stadium? Should we not get our on-field matters addressed first?
But isn't us not spending money? Isn't that more PSR thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is PSR. We can't spend the money. Where's all the new investment money gone? Where's the investment money gone, Jim? And did Joe _2162? Did Amorim not like attackers at Sporting? Why does he not try and play more offensive players in the wing-back position? Or is it a lack of quality options that is the issue?
I think it's a lack of quality options. And I think Anthony actually had 2 really positive cameos. Like him and Amado linking up really well. But I think he just must not really rate Anthony. And he hasn't actually, I don't think he's tried Garnacho at the wing-back position at all either.
I would.
And to be fair, and outside that, what other attacking options do we have, really? We don't really have any. In the first team, that is, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, lads. As always, a pleasure. Appreciate you coming on. Not much to say, really. Just L after L after L after L after L. We got Leicester on Friday, so hopefully that's a W. And then we've got a few Premier League games, which I'm not expecting to win. So we'll go again.
We'll go again, brother.
Peace.
Love.